You keep asking why this battle keeps returning. Why you pray about it, cry about it, hate it, walk away from it, and then somehow end up back in the same place. You tell yourself this will be the last time. You say it with sincerity. You mean it when you say it. But then the days pass, the pressure builds, the loneliness grows, the stress returns, and suddenly you find yourself walking down the same road again. And every time it happens, something inside you gets quieter. Not your voice, your hope. Because after enough failures, people stop expecting freedom. They stop believing change is possible. They begin living with chains because chains become familiar. And what is familiar starts feeling normal. So now you are no longer fighting to become free. You are simply trying to survive your own cycle. And the enemy loves that place. Because when you stop believing freedom exists, you stop reaching for it. Then the lies begin. You'll always be this person. You've failed too many times. God is tired of you. You've crossed too many lines. You pray with dirty hands. You are different from everyone else. Listen carefully. Those lies sound powerful because you have heard them repeatedly, not because they are true. A lie repeated 1,000 times does not become truth. You think heaven is shocked by your weakness. You think I am standing far away, with folded arms waiting for you to finally become perfect before I come near you. But if perfection was the requirement, nobody would stand. You keep measuring my love through your performance. When you do well, you think I am close. When you fail, you think I am distant. When you resist temptation for a few days, you feel worthy. When you fall again, you feel rejected. So your relationship with me becomes a scoreboard. And that was never what I wanted. Because if love depended on perfection, nobody would ever know love. But I need to tell you something you keep avoiding. You keep wanting freedom while protecting the things that are destroying you. You keep asking me to remove chains that you secretly keep polishing. You want the pain gone, but you don't want the comfort that created the pain to leave. You want victory without sacrifice. And freedom has never worked that way. So listen carefully because I want you to see this clearly. I will give you 3 things, not feelings, not temporary motivation, not emotional excitement, real things, things that change people. First, stop hiding behind edited honesty. You tell me part of the story. You say you struggle. You say things are difficult. You say you fell again. But you keep details in the dark. You soften it. You reduce it. You remove the parts that embarrass you. You tell half the truth because full honesty feels dangerous. But darkness survives through secrecy. Things hidden grow stronger. Because what nobody sees begins controlling what you become. You already know your patterns. You know the nights. You know the thoughts. You know the places. You know the boredom. You know the loneliness. You know exactly what leads you there. And still you act surprised every time it happens. Stop pretending you don't know where the road goes. You have walked it too many times. Bring it into the light. Not polished, not cleaned up, not with spiritual language. Real honesty. Because healing begins where masks end. And tell someone. Not everyone, someone. Someone who can ask difficult questions. Someone who cares more about your soul than your image. Someone who knows the real version of you. Not the public version. Not the strong version. Not the version smiling around people. The real one. Because isolation whispers lies. Light exposes them. Second, remove what keeps feeding the fire. You keep staring at the fruit while ignoring the roots. You focus on the fall itself, but the fall starts much earlier. It starts with what enters your eyes, what enters your mind, what you keep scrolling, what you keep watching, what you allow to sit inside your thoughts all day. Then later you wonder why temptation suddenly feels strong. It did not suddenly become strong. You slowly fed it, day after day, moment after moment. Then you called it weakness. You are standing beside gasoline, asking why fire keeps appearing. If something repeatedly leads you there, stop negotiating with it. Remove it. Not tomorrow. Not eventually. Not when you feel stronger now. Because you keep trying to prove strength by staying close to danger. That is not strength. Strength sometimes looks like distance. Strength sometimes looks like deleting something, walking away from something, changing routines, changing environments, changing habits. Because wisdom does not ask how close you can stand to fire. Wisdom asks how far away you should be. Third, learn to move immediately. Because temptation loves hesitation. Watch what happens. The thought appears. You pause, you consider, you negotiate, you entertain it. You think about it for a minute, then another minute, then another. And by then the battle already moved inside your mind. You lost before your actions ever happened. Remember Joseph. He did not stand there proving his strength. He ran. He left. Immediately. You need to learn that. Not how to stand there longer, how to leave faster. Close it. Walk away. Change rooms. Move your body. Call someone. Interrupt the pattern. Because temptation grows during delay. And understand this clearly. This battle was never only about behavior. It is deeper than behavior. You keep running somewhere because something inside you is hungry. You are tired, or lonely, or stressed, or empty, or wounded, or escaping. And instead of bringing emptiness to me, you keep bringing emptiness to things that cannot carry it. Then they leave you emptier. Again, and again, and again. So stop making me your emergency exit. Stop making me your last option after everything fails. Walk with me before the battle starts. Walk with me in ordinary moments. Walk with me when nothing feels urgent. Walk with me when you are happy. Walk with me when you are bored. Walk with me when nobody is watching. Because daily surrender changes people slowly. And slow change is still change. One day you look back and realize something happened. The thing that once controlled your thoughts no longer controls them. The thing that once ruled you feels weaker. The thing that once owned you starts losing its voice. Not because you suddenly became perfect, but because you stopped feeding darkness and started walking in light. So stop saying you are trapped forever. Stop saying nothing changes. Stop saying freedom belongs to other people. Freedom is real, but freedom costs something. It costs pride. It costs secrecy. It costs comfort. It costs excuses. It costs the parts of you that keep protecting your chains. But what you gain is greater. You gain peace. You gain clarity. You gain your mind back. You gain your soul back. And when you fall again, and maybe you will, do not stay on the ground building a home around your failure. Get up. Come back. Come again. Because I am not standing over you with disgust. I am standing with my hand extended, calling you out, calling you forward, calling you home. Now decide, not emotionally, not temporarily, not for one night. Decide with action. Bring it into the light. Cut off what feeds it. Run when it comes. Walk with me daily. And watch what begins to die, not you, the chain.